Hello tankers! We've seen all your comments under the last vlog. Don't worry, there will be a tanky fund. This time we adjusted the rules. Why is there a new special offer in the shop called Booster? Learn about this and more later in the video. This summer Tanky Fund will go together with the major tournament, where the best teams will fight for glory. On June 30th, the main tournament of the game will happen, and before that, 8 teams will fight with each other to get to the grand final. All tankers, whether they are ardent fans or just interested players, can support their teams and get many rewards and win thousands of tank coins. The long-awaited Tanky Fund will have 30 levels this time.
To participate, you will need to buy one of the 3 special offers. Doping adds 1000 tank coins, Fans Bundle adds 1500 tank coins, and Spectacular Appearance adds 10,000. From tomorrow's morning until the morning of July 5th, players can purchase these special offers and increase the fund and its level. Every million tank coins grants you a prize for a new level, starting with regular supplies, and to Mammoth and Twins GT skins, as well as some epic and legendary keys the closer to level 30 you get. At the same time, the teams competing in the major will fight for the real money prize pool, which we will know only by the end of the Tanky Fund. This year, we decided to boost the money prize for esports to the usual 300,000 Russian rubles in the prize fund of major, which is over 3,000 euro. We will add a part of money from the purchases of the booster special offer.
Masha, is this charity? You will ask. I already bought one special offer for Tanky Fund. Why would I need booster? Well, it's a cool thing, I'll answer, and it works in a pretty simple way. Booster raises your own level by 1 compared to the Tanky Fund level. For example, by the end of Tanky Fund, it will reach level 24. Your booster will grant you access to the 25 level reward, a legendary key. Another example, you bought booster 6 times and now you look not just 1 level ahead, but 6. This way, if Tanky Fund raises 24 million tank coins, you will get prizes for all levels. I will also say that you can buy booster up to 10 times. Keep an eye on the esports matches and on the numbers of the Tanky Fund. We will also announce the date of the giveaway in the next episode. Friends, we keep working on the mechanics at the beginning of the game. Soon we will add the announced tank assembly screen. But this time we have news that will be interesting for everyone who wants to get some tank coins on their account.
This release adds a possibility of advantageously buying in-game currency in the shop. First purchase of each pack will give you a bonus of doubling the tank coins. Since the bonus is separate for each one of 6 cards, you will need to buy every offer once to get the maximum profit and get all bonus tank coins.
Enter the game and check if you got the cards with double bonus. When we were recording Hazel answers last week, they were very detailed. Thus, we have to split the QA session in 2 parts. Let's go back into the past for a few minutes and listen to the answers for 5 more questions. And the next question is from Margus Lambin. Dear developers, when will there be missions for clans or something else that will motivate people to join clans and make clans more relevant?
A while ago, we had big plans to develop the clan system. They even had their own currency, but we froze those plans. Recently, we came back to the question of priorities. What to develop first? We came to a logical conclusion. To fill clans with players, we need players. Where do we get them? Correct, we need to develop the tutorial and advertise the game. That's why you can see us working on the tank assembly screens, tutorials and bots. I think it's fair that we should work on this first. We can come back to the clan question after we deal with the tutorial.
And another question from Borisku na Tsarstvo. Will there be an option in the settings to remove the tank burning effect that sometimes makes it uncomfortable to play and its fire obscures other tanks?
This effect was added not a long time ago. When a tank is destroyed, it starts burning. obscuring the vision for other tanks. It is unclear what happens behind the smoke. Impossible to see the next target. This was made on purpose to create a certain atmosphere and extra gameplay features. So we don't plan to turn this effect off completely, but we have a different idea that will help you. We will add a slider that reduces the amount of effects on the screen. Since particles are drawn with math, the same math can determine what percentage of particles you see. For example, max slider means 100% of particles, while minimal about 20 to 30%. Why do we do it? To make the performance of weak computers with new effects better than before. And if you don't like the tank burning effect or any other one, you can use the option in the settings. Set it at minimum and only see what you need.
A question from Halavi. Why doesn't content in common and legendary containers update? And epic containers are filled with augments that were sold for crystals and on events.
Okay, let me tell you. Firstly, content in common and legendary containers does get updated, but much more rarely. Once every few months, we add legendary augments that you sometimes call exotic in common containers. Legendary containers are updated when we have more skins that are ready, and when we have already showed them in events. You got them, so we can update the legendary containers. Now let me answer the second part of the question. We do that not without a reason either. The exotic items category works with this logic. All augments that you get from there are marked with an orange corner, so actually they're all legendary. It's just that this way we add augments for the first time. It appears and you get it from a container. After that, the augment is added to the legendary category and is always available. But as time passes by, there are more and more augments. So one of the ways to increase the chance to get an augment is this. We get some legendary augment on events and add it to the exotic category. The chance to get it from legendary and exotic categories is summed. And sorry for math, but this way the drop chance is increased. That's why we update epic containers on every event.
A question from Paparik. Will there be a possibility to convert gold boxes in the garage to crystals without creating a private battle and dropping them to yourself? Since gold boxes are much more expensive than buying crystals for the same price, this possibility should not be bad for game economy.
In theory, it should not. But gold boxes are meant to be dropped in battles. That's what we want. And not in private battles, but in public ones. So we don't plan a conversion to crystals. Please drop them in regular battles. Let other players enjoy them as well.
A question from Winniepuh84111. Is it possible to make a new type of paint, like a chameleon or some chrome paints?
Those paints can be made, and materials can be added into the game. But for that, we need to update our current browser engine Alternativa 3D, which we use. Or you will have to download an extra texture for all surfaces that you see in the game. Not just tanks, but also the environment. This texture will be responsible for the paint's behavior, depending on the light that falls on it. That's a lot of work actually. Before starting to work on the remaster, we weighed up all the pros and cons, and spent some time thinking if we should do it with ray tracing or not even focus on it, and make different graphics. As for the second option, our head of art tells me, warmer, more handmade, make it like it's drawn with paint. We stopped on the second option, but we remember that in the future when we work on the remaster again, sooner or later this will happen, and on a new system the materials system will be made too, and then tanks will be chrome, gold and even mirror, anything you want.
Thanks a lot, Sam, for answering our questions in detail and depth, so everyone understands.
Maria, thanks for reading all those questions. I was happy to answer them. And I hope that after this vlog, players will have more interesting questions about our new plans. I can gladly answer them in the near future.
So be it. I have a gamepad in my hands. And another one. That's an announcement so far. Come back on June 27th and we will describe what button does what. Pew, pew. In the last question, we discussed the situation with delivering the ball as a red team.
I want to point out a commenter, Volturo, for their vision of the situation. Together you can do anything. The second winner is Shreezer. Their comment and combination are rewarded with premium too. The third player to receive premium today is the Detective.
This time you will have more time to think about the next problem. The enemy team with the Juggernaut is going to attack your Juggernaut at the same time. Meanwhile, it has a 50% resist module. What can Blue Team Juggernaut do to outplay the attacking enemies? As a bonus for this episode, we prepared a small trivia for you made out of 15 questions. Check your knowledge and play with the link in the description. The first 15 tankers to answer all questions correctly will receive 3 days of premium in the next episode. All plans for June are known, and now you definitely won't get bored. Don't forget to check out the activity calendar again and make a game plan. We went to prepare for the next episode. While we're doing that, check notifications from the channel, leave a like, this will help our channel a lot. Congratulations to everybody with the game's birthday again, and see you at the end of June. Bye.